what I did with this shit.
She can't find what he has to do.
He's going back to her.
Yep, or Mr. Moran or Mr. Knight.
All the meetings are on it.
Done.
All rise for the pledge, please.
Yes, sir.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thought you might, yeah. Oh, he's here, right?
You know what it is, too?
Is he coming remote?
And these young guys.
Right. Committeeman, Mr. Hogan will be participating at tonight's meeting remotely.
Oh, you're the
Public appearance,
problem I have to.
roll call.
Mr. Lemay?
Yeah.
Mr. Bahu?
Here.
Mr. Richardson?
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle?
Here.
Mr. Hogan? Mr. Sheehan?
Here.
Mr. Getchia?
Yeah.
Mr. Moran?
Yeah. Mr. Getcha, anyone signed up for public appearance?
There's no one, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. School Committee Communications. Report of the student representative. Anna DeBono.
Oh,
Did I skip
actually,
something?
yes, I just want to interrupt.
Okay,
I
okay, sure.
apologize. I'd just like to take a moment before Anna speaks to introduce her to the committee. I'd like to introduce our student representative for the school year 2025-2026, Anna DeBona. Anna is a student senior in our health assisting and pre-nursing program from the town of Dracut. Anna is a member of our National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, and has excelled in her program as an honor roll student. She is currently participating in our cooperative education program since her junior year at Seven Hills Pediatric Center in Groton. So if we can welcome Anna to our committee. So welcome, Anna.
Anna, welcome.
Evening, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening.
May I begin? Yes. Okay. Skills USA is kicking off its year with a week of activities and events. This year, all Greater Lowell students, as well as all instructors who opt in for professional membership, will receive access to Skills USA's Pathful, a digital platform for career exploration and workforce readiness. Skills USA Pathful connects classroom learning with real-world experiences, and our Skills USA advisors and officers are looking forward to using this resource throughout the year. National Technical Honor Society and National Honor Society is getting ready for new member induction, which will take place on November 13th, with approximately 80 new members joining the Honor Society ranks this year. Members have also been participating in a variety of other activities this past month, including hosting a water station for the Bay State Marathon and preparing to participate in the Greater Lowell Parent Organization's craft fair in November. The freshman and sophomore planning committees are off and running. Their annual outing to Screamfest at Canopy Lake Park took place on Friday, October 17th, and was a huge success with 190 students in attendance. In addition, they're also conducting a butter braid fundraiser to defer the cost of future activities, and there's still time to order. The Junior Class Planning Committee has selected Once Upon a Dream for their prom theme. The junior prom will take place on Friday, December 5th at Lindsay's, and the planning committee hopes that this theme will allow juniors to step into a world where dreams come true and every heartbeat feels like magic. The senior planning committee hosted its first event, a spooky senior sunset, on October 16th. Over 50 seniors gathered on the cafeteria lawn to enjoy the sunset, dinner, and a spooky movie. Seniors are also well underway in planning their first fundraiser, a blanket sale that will be advertised as a holiday gift. Art Club has been experimenting with different art forms with projects that include creating fall-themed Zen tangles, silhouette art, transformations, and tape art. Their most recent project involved taking the iconic screaming figure from Edvard Munch's 1893 The Scream and transporting it to different humorous locations. Model UN is growing with over 20 new members so far this year. Students have been working on developing public speaking techniques through officer elections and are preparing for their first competition in November. In addition, the Model United Nations members, along with other students from throughout the school, will be attending the District Attorney's Empowering Citizens Conference at the end of this month at Cary Hall in Lexington. Our NABT Bio Club has been gathering natural materials like fall leaves for an upcoming nature art project. In addition, new members have received essential laboratory training, learning to operate microscopes and gaining foundational chemistry knowledge on moletary and preparing solutions. These newly acquired skills will be applied in the upcoming weeks during the fall art session and a fun fall-themed club meet. The Environmental Recycling Club recently participated in the Lowell 5K for parks and has begun planting tomatoes for our school garden. They're also working on growing vegetables for the International Plant the Moon Challenge. This challenge asks students and professionals to test what nutrients, fertilizers, or other modifications to their regolith are needed to grow nutrient-rich, sustainable food sources for future astronauts. In athletics, the girls and boys soccer team are having their usual strong campaigns. Both are in the mix for the MIAA and state vocational tournaments, and the boys team has the inside track to the CAC League title as we head into the second half of the season. Varsity football is 3-2 out of the gate, with recent non-league wins over Fitchburg High School and Brookline High School. The team will open up league play on October 17th when they host league rival Greater Lawrence. Girls volleyball looks primed to make yet another run into the MIAA state tournament. Recent wins over Lawrence High School, Lowell Catholic, and Shawsheen have helped bolster their position in the tournament rankings. The boys and girls cross-country teams are out of the gate fast, and both have inside track for the CAC League and State Vocational Meet Championships this fall. This season, the CAC League meet will take place here at Greater Lowell on October 25th with a 10 a.m. race start. The Griffin Golfers improved on their previous season's high marks this fall. This year saw the program set a new record for team wins, with 11 had their first individual state vocational overall tournament winner in sophomore Thomas McKieran, and qualified for the MIAA tournament for the second season in a row. The cheering competition dance teams are both geared up for the competition season, which will kick off this October. Unified basketball has had a great season this fall, with nearly 20 athletes competing, and are looking forward to the annual Fall Jamboree coming up in November. That is all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot going on here at Greater Lowell Tech.
It's a great place to be.
Yes, sure is. Thank you so much.
I love it. Thank you.
Okay.
Approval of the minutes. Approval of the minutes. Motion to approve the minutes from the
So moved,
September
Mr.
18th.
Chairman. Second.
Mr. Lemay?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes. Report of the treasurer. Move to waive the reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Lemay?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan? Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes. Move to approve the expenditures of $4,683,916.03.
Moved. Second.
Second.
Oh, I didn't know. Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes. Are we going to pass over this? Report of general counsel.
No, we're
Oh,
not
okay.
there yet.
Superintendent?
Report of general counsel.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. I send the meeting over to the superintendent director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So the first item on my agenda is that I would like to welcome 5 of our student leaders who participated in our High Five training this summer. So I'd like to ask them to come up along with their High Five facilitator, our Dean of Students, Mr. Ron Versalone. They're here tonight to share their experiences that they had and the impact that the program training had on them this summer. So I'd like to invite them up as they see fit. I was going to introduce them, but they really wanted to introduce themselves. So we're going to start with our first student. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Ndivo, and I'm a sophomore in Greater Lowell Technical High School, and I'm in the electrical shop. I'm a student ambassador for Greater Lowell, and I play girls basketball in the winter and track and field in the spring. Something that I've learned from this experience at Edge of Leadership program, I've learned how to open up to my peers, trust them, be trustworthy myself, because we were only in Vermont for 3 days, which seems short, but when I was there, it felt like a whole week. I grew close to everyone because of the challenges that we had to overcome as a team. And I'm an independent worker. I like to work independently on projects. I like to do a lot of things alone. So having to put everyone's mind together for every challenge that we had to do, having to work as a team with people that I didn't really know or wasn't as close to at the time was challenging for me. And sometimes frustrating, but this is also a learning process that shows how everyone thinks differently and how that's perfectly okay. Overall, I learned how to be more open-minded from this experience. Something that I learned from myself out of this was I was more on the shy side when I started, and when I was in a group of other kids my age, where there were natural born leaders in the group that took initiative, I found myself being more quiet and into the corner. And by the end of the trip, I was more out, talking to people, communicating with my now made friends more. And I started putting myself out there first and volunteering to speak first in certain activities. And also learning how to include other people when I realized there was someone who was hesitant to speak, because I was there. And I realized, like, when there was someone who helped me get out of my comfort zone, I felt more willing to share, more willing to learn and grow from what we were being given. I never thought that I needed to learn some of the skills that I did end up learning, but they actually do and will come in handy, like such as tying knots, putting on a harness, belaying people, and much more. And something that I think that they should keep the Edge of Leadership High Five program going, because I did myself learn a lot of things from this experience. I made a lot of friends that I still have to this day. And I just think if other kids got the chance to do that, get people like me, if I get the chance to return and help out the kids who are coming to experience this as well, I think that it would be beneficial for them, because I learned how to listen to people actively. I learned how to be patient, because having to sit in the hot sun for 3 days in a row with a bunch of challenges at hand, having to overcome them with bugs and just other obstacles was hard, but it did teach me a lot in myself that I did overcome that, and so did everyone else there, because we were all scared at first. But once we learned, like, we have each other, we'll get through this, and we're learning very important things that we should know, especially growing up, because public speaking is hard, and just learning how to explain how you think is hard, because not everyone thinks the same way. So that taught me how to understand those small things. So I think other kids getting the chance to learn like that could be very helpful for them.
I think you're doing a great job with your public speaking here tonight.
Thank you.
So
You're actually on camera.
Thank you.
You've done a wonderful job. And in front of all of these school committee members who you don't know. So congratulations on what you've learned at Project Adventure.
You obviously came out of your shell. You came up first.
Yeah, that was hard.
so that's great.
That's-
I
Thank you
think
for
that's-
sharing your
Thank you.
experiences.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And trust me, as
Awesome.
long as I'm on the committee and I have a vote, we'll keep doing the leadership program.
Wasn't it so much fun?
It was fun. It was fun.
It's awesome.
Well, thank you. Who are you going to introduce next to share their experience?
Here's your payback.
I'm going to introduce Xavier. Unfortunately, I have to leave early to go to a different event, but it was a pleasure to speak here, and thank you guys for listening.
And thank
for coming.
you. Thank you.
Have fun.
Xavier,
Xadrian.
Xadrian.
Yes, my name is Xadrian Infante Diaz. I am a part of the varsity football team, the indoor track, and the outdoor track team. And obviously I go to this school, but yeah, in my experience, honestly, when I heard that we were going to go to, I got invited to this leadership thing and we're going to Vermont, I couldn't really believe it because I just wouldn't think that I would even like to even go on this experience. I don't think I would have liked, doing the things that we did. But when we really got there and we were really experiencing it and they told us how to do it and we really did it and I saw all my peers doing it and all my friends, like it really made me learn how to get introduced to new things and how to enjoy it while I'm doing it. And I think this trip really pushes people out of their boundaries without trying to push them too much and try to make them realize things that they could really like without them things that they would have never experienced without the trip, if that makes sense. At this trip they gave us many activities where it could really show who had the skills to be a leader, but also make us learn how to manage those skills. Make us have these new skills like how to be a leader in a group, how to be a leader to yourself, how to be a leader with your peers, your friends, a teammate. It made me learn a lot as a person, not only as a student. But sorry, kind of spacing out. But some experiences that they gave us was for example, belaying, which she mentioned. You put in a lot of trust into people that you might have just met at that trip, and it makes you open up to people that you just met. And there was a lot of people at that trip that I didn't know before that experience, but now I say hi to them almost every single day in the hallways. It just made me want to meet new people and want to make new friends and want to open up to new people. Besides the belaying, there is also a lot of teamwork where not only you have to be a leader with yourself, you have to be a leader in a big group. And it can be challenging with everyone else trying to be a leader as well as you trying to be a leader. But the challenges that they give us make us try to work on it as much as we can and really make the teamwork, shine through it. But yeah, I think this, experience, this thing should keep on going. I feel like it's a great thing for students, not just for, not even just for students. I feel like adults, I feel like many parents, many teachers, that can learn a lot from this trip, not even just students. There's a lot of valuable life skills that could be learned through all these experiences that they give us and these challenges, the activities, and it's just a valuable thing that people can have in life. That's pretty much it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your
Thank you.
experience.
Yeah.
And I hope you're able to use some of those skills and transform them in other settings.
Yes, of course. I kind of forgot to mention that part. I use these skills every single day. Obviously, I had a understanding of what these things are, like how to be a leader, obviously, before I came into the experience, but it really showed me how to be a better person with other people and myself.
It's great.
Yeah, and I think everyone should have that kind of experience.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
Thank
very
you.
much.
We appreciate
But thank you
it.
for having me. So.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Good job. Pleasure.
Who's next?
Hi. So my name is Nehemiah Nieves. I'm a junior in auto tech, and I also wrestle for the Griffins varsity wrestling team. And my experience at High Five was something I didn't expect to have. I thought I was gonna go there, and at first I was actually really hesitant to go because I wasn't used to going to places like this for school that were away from home, but it was an environment that you felt very comfortable in right away. Immediately, you felt like all the staff members welcomed you with open arms. They were very freeing with what you're able to do, whether it's like how you express yourself or what you choose to do with your free time. They were always open to listen to you, to whatever you had to say, and immediately I knew that it was an environment that I felt like I was trusted and that I could trust them. And with that, it was just so much more comforting than I thought it'd be. And immediately they started off with, teaching us, or not even teaching us, they actually brought out a game was the first thing they did. And they just said, try to put together this box. And it was kind of this little icebreaker that immediately makes you think, how am I supposed to step up in this situation? And that's one thing that where right off the bat, they kind of just, they throw you in, but at times you always know that they're there to guide you and to help you with whatever problem you have. And so you learn that when you have to lead in this sort of environment, that you have to be able to hear each other out. You have to have a lot of patience for the people around you. That you have to be opening to listen to what they have to say and just be aware of everything that's going on. And it was something that immediately makes you feel comforted physically and emotionally, like how more of the active activities that we did where you have to either climb something or go across the pond, you immediately know that with the way they teach you and the way they help set up the equipment, that you know that you could trust all of them and the people around you that you came with. And I never knew anyone before this. I got there and I remember telling my mom, because I'm usually kept to myself a lot of the time unless people approach me, that I didn't think I was going to know like half their names by the end of the trip, but I knew all the staff. I knew every single person that went. And it's something where you really know you could just be yourself there, and you know that you're always welcomed, whether even if I saw them outside of this trip, I know that everyone there, as in my friends and the staff that was there, are people that I could always go up to if I ever needed anything. And you're never forced to do anything that they tell you, but they kind of put you in this environment where it's like, this could be a one-time thing where you're able to do it. And that's something that helps kind of push you to basically get yourself out there and to be able to step up and to just help support people, whether it's belaying, which is something that was really scary for a lot of people to know that someone that I didn't know what their name was 4 hours ago is now telling me that they're going to hold me up 20 feet in the air. So that was something that really was, I think, the biggest first challenge that a lot of people went through. And those were only the physical experiences that made you trust people, but there was another time where they had us basically spread out and sit together with some of the staff members. And at this point, this is our last day here, and we're about to leave in I think maybe an hour, and they all sit down and they basically have a talk with us, and you hear people open up about, you know, some of the things they enjoy in life, some of their experiences, whether they're good or bad, whether they're like exciting or frightening to them, and it's something where you know that it was almost like therapeutic to be in that kind of space and to share just life experiences even outside of the camp, and to the point where the staff even opened up, and you know that you could be close to any single one of these people that you never knew 2 days ago, and it was something that you would have never been able to think that the same person that you saw was someone that you'd want to look forward to and wish that you could spend 2 more weeks with here at this camp, even though it was only 2 days. It really did feel like it was too short. By the end of it, I wish I could have stayed 3 times as long as I did.
Despite all the challenges.
Yeah, despite all the challenges, and everyone there will know that. I think the first day I got there, I actually got eaten alive by mosquitoes, but because of how much I loved it there, I never had a second thought about it. I immediately, through every single challenge, whether it was physically, emotionally, mentally demanding, they're not crazy, but they're just that little step outside of what you're used to that really makes you question, am I up for this? But you know that whether or not you are, that every single person there is there to help you and support you and will make you feel welcomed no matter what through the whole trip.
That's great.
That's all I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Great job.
Thank you. Great work.
Thank you.
I want to go.
That's nice.
I know, it makes you want to go, right, Mr. Moore?
Yeah.
I want to go.
Well, maybe Mr. Versalone will take us next year.
Hi.
Thanks.
Welcome.
So, hi. My name is Annalise Themelis, and I'm a junior in the medical shop. I'm from Drake-It, and I'm a dancer on the varsity dance team and a Skills USA officer, as well as a part of NHS and NTHS. So, most like everybody else, initially when I was going to Edu Leadership on the bus, I remember talking to my friend who was coming with me about how like scared I was because I've never even been camping before. Like I was so scared. I didn't know what to expect. I've always been more on like the shy side, so I'm like, I don't know anybody here. Like, I don't know. I had no idea. Like I had no thought in my mind of what to expect. But after I came back, it was like one of the best parts of my summer and honestly of my life. Like I will remember all of the memories I made, all of the friends I met, all of the skills that I learned for like forever, honestly. And I really do see the difference in myself upon coming back in how I interact with people and how I interact with myself. Agile leadership definitely helped me discover a new side of myself because I've never been much of an adventurous person, I'd say. Like, I've always been scared of heights, all that kind of stuff. But I kind of, like, discovered a new part of myself when I found myself volunteering to go first on a walk in the woods in the complete darkness. Like, the woods, like, the trees and the dark and the rocks everywhere. Like, I'm going to fall, Like, I would never, like, even, like, right before Agile Leadership, like, the week before Agile Leadership, I would never, like, expect myself to be like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Like, I can do that. So I definitely discovered a new side of myself that I probably would have never known about if I hadn't been given the chance to kind of open up. Other than that, I also learned the importance of thorough communication through many challenges we did. I learned the importance of interacting with others with empathy and having empathy towards people, especially when you're a leader. Empathy is important. I definitely learned problem solving and troubleshooting when we were trying to make a zip line into across the pond. I fell straight into the pond. And I can't swim, so I had to have one of my friends come in and save me to get me out. I had a life jacket on, but I still can't swim, so I had to get someone to get me out of that. And I also, importantly, I really learned how to speak up for myself and for others and how to advocate and how to, like, go first in things and how to be like, yeah, I can do that, like that kind of stuff. The biggest lesson that I took away from this is that like a leader isn't just somebody who creates followers. A leader is somebody who creates more leaders. And leadership isn't always necessarily about doing things for people, but it's about empowering them to do it for themselves. So like I said, I noticed the difference in myself daily, especially as a Skills USA officer in like a leadership role. I think that this definitely helped me change my mindset and take a new approach on leading other people instead of just bossing people around. All of the connections and friends that I made, they mean so much to me. And this experience has really changed my leadership approach. And I think I speak for everyone who went on the trip when I say that the Edge Leadership experience was one of the best experiences of our life.
Oh, that's incredible.
Awesome.
Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing
so much
that.
for sharing. I'm sure that's not easy.
Mr. Versalone?
My remarks will be very, very brief because I think you'd rather hear it from students than from me. I just wanted to say to the committee, thank you again for sponsoring this activity for students. We really appreciate that you remove any barrier to a student being able to participate and attend, and we greatly appreciate that. We did have a fifth speaker, Mateo, but he didn't realize, I guess, that his mother had made an appointment for him this afternoon, so he was not able to. However, he felt so strongly that he, from his home, he videotaped a 10-minute presentation for you all that I think Ms. Davis is going to share with you in the meeting notes or something.
In my weekly highlights, I'll send
There you
it in
go.
the highlights
Yes.
for you all to view.
Warning, pour yourself a glass of milk and have cookies. It's thoroughly entertaining, but it is 10 minutes long. So, but thank you again to the committee. We appreciate all that you do to make that possible for students. I don't think any of them in May, if I had said to them, oh, in October you're going to present to the school committee and talk about this experience that you're going to have in the summer, I'm not sure any of them would have thought that I was being serious. And yet it's really heartening to see somebody like Gabrielle, like Xadrian, like Nehemiah, and like Annalise come up and share their experience with you to try to give you some sense of what it was that they participated in for 3 days. So thank you again to the
Thank
committee.
you, Mr.
Appreciate that.
Versalone,
Thank
for
you.
facilitating
Yes.
these.
Mr. Versalone, you've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years now?
So I think this will be our 6th actually, because we had a year just before COVID that we were able to.
And do
sit-
students sign up, or do you sort of?
So they kind of get nominated. So that is teachers. A number of teachers and staff members know about the program, and so we ask them to think about students that they feel might have like a spark of leadership that might benefit from having the opportunity to do this. I would agree that I think lots of students and lots of adults would benefit from it. And we're trying to find ways that we can take that experience and that 3-day experience and try to encapsulate it here for kids who don't get to go to Vermont. And so we've done that in little bits and pieces, and we'll continue to do that. Yeah, so they're nominated, and then we meet with them in the spring. Some kids can't make it because their families have plans for the summer or whatnot. But we've been fortunate that you have all been generous enough that if kids are able to go and they want to go, that you've made sure that they could go. So again, we thank you for that.
And how many students do you take annually?
So it's grown a little bit. So this year we took 24 students. 4 of them were going for the second time. So if they go for a second year, they actually become facilitators for the first-year kids who are coming up. So they take on a different role of leadership in Vermont, which is also very cool to see. And then we actually, this year, extended and made sure that other administrators had the opportunity to attend as well. So don't joke if you say you'd like to go, because you may find yourself on the list, Mr. Bahu.
I was about to ask you that, because I remember having the teachers go. I remember
Yes,
phoning
so
the
this
teachers
year,
going, so-
Ms. Santiago and Mr. Beauchamp, 2 of the deans in the main office, went the week that Nehemiah and Annalise were there, right? So they went on the second week. And were actually stunned by what the students were doing and accomplished. Nehemiah, I can tell you that Mr. Beauchamp was absolutely blown away with Nehemiah up there. He said, I now know I have a go-to guy in auto tech. He's just amazing. So that somebody else got to see that side of Nehemiah, as well as I think maybe even Nehemiah getting to see that side of himself was really was awesome.
That's
So,
awesome.
And it's working wonders, so thank you for doing this every year. And we appreciate all the benefits that are coming from this undertaking.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I gotta say, all joking aside,
Yes, sir.
I'm a very busy man in the summertime. These kids' experiences, I'd be willing to take time out of my summer to go to that. It's,
Oh, maybe we have a lottery for
you know what? I'll take it.
One lottery at a time.
Like, hearing their experiences, I'd like to experience all that.
Yeah.
I nominate
Beautiful.
Steve Narco to go to that.
I'm in.
Do I have a second? All right.
Not bike week.
All right.
But
Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Versalone.
Mr. Versalone, thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank
That's great
you.
job. Thank you.
So the next, thank you.
Congratulations.
students.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
It's all done.
The next item on my agenda is the Cooperative Education Report. The report that was in your packet indicates that 146 senior students are currently participating in a cooperative education program. However, I'm always happy to report with the most up-to-date number that currently we have 163 senior students out of 532 students participating in cooperative education, which is 30% of the class of 2026 are now out on co-op. And a copy of the full report is in your packet, but that's a brief summary. Again, always grateful to Stacy Bezanson and Brian Jones for the work that they do to allow our students to connect with our cooperative employees and go out on co-op.
Seems we're ahead of last year. We were at, what, 48% at the end of the year?
Yep.
Something like that.
We
So,
were at 48%.
so it seems like we're ahead of last year, so great job.
The goal is 50%.
Yeah.
If we can, it's always
It's a tough goal.
good. It is tough. The next item on my agenda, I'm looking for the committee's approval to accept a donation of a portable sound booth with an estimated value of $6,000 from the Curriculum Associates in North Berwick, Mass. The booth can be delivered for free and is on casters, and it can be relocated as needed. But we would plan to set this up in our library media center. And it would add to the current curriculum and a lot of the podcasting and things that are going on in our programs for students. So we're asking you to accept the donation.
Motion to accept the donation for the sound booth.
Mr. Lemay?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan? Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Getchir?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Okay, and the final item on my agenda is I'd like to invite Lisa Martinez, the Director of Enrollment Technology and Information, to join us in reviewing the proposed admissions policy for the 2026-27 school year. Lisa?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Just wanted to review some of the changes, the many changes that we have outlined in our policy. So I'm not sure if you want me to go over each piece. I know you've been able to review this beforehand. There are two pieces that have been added since you received your packet, so I'm happy to review those as well.
Yeah, if I may, if you could just talk a little bit about the the resident community seat allocation plan. moving
Sure.
forward.
That would be on page 14. So
Would be added to page 14.
Yes, we added it to page 14. And so that would be the section resident community seat allocation. And for the school year 2025, the upcoming admissions cycle, students entering fall 2026 GLTHS will implement a resident community seat allocation procedure governing the distribution of available seats. Acceptance offers will be made through the electronic random number generated lottery system, and this would ensure compliance with the state regulations as well as maintain equitable access for each district community.
I appreciate that. I know the whole board does because we discussed it this morning and thought it'd be a good move to make, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Would it be weighted? How would this happen? Like Lowell has so many students here, and Tingsboro and Drake-it and Dunstable.
Sure, it would be based off, actually, right here, it would be based off the enrollment, the total enrollment for 8th grade each year from each sending community.
Which would be outlined in the October 1 Sims report.
Right.
Okay, so we have an October 1 report, and there's, how many students did we accept?
So that would also be dependent from year to year, depending on the 10th grade enrollment as well.
So their number is based on the current amount of 8th grade students currently enrolled in each district. And our number is based on the number that we set each school year as far as capacity goes.
Right. So it affects, whole school capacity as well as 9th grade capacity.
8th grade capacity.
Yes, incoming 9th grade
Okay,
for each grade.
and we accept so many students per year.
We do. It's on an average, from 585, 595, depending on the 10th grade, and natural attrition and.
So it's based on that fluctuation?
So it would be determined each year over total enrollment. So, for example, this year it's 595 students. But that's usually the average of that 585 to 595.
And some students choose to deny. They choose to go to another district, and then we just go to the next
Yes.
student on the lottery. Is
On the
how
way,
it would work.
That's how it would work. And within that district, if it's within that, what did they call it here? But within that sending community. But once for the first lottery, for the initial lottery.
Okay, so if we had 800 applicants, everybody would have a number from 1 to 800.
Yes.
And we would accept essentially 585 or 595,
Right.
and then
And
the
then,
rest of them would fall into a
yes,
placement.
yes, into a wait list.
Okay.
Any other questions about that?
So do you want to go through each section? I mean, we've had several conversations about this. So I think to summarize it, Lisa.
Sure. I
then
would
we-
just talk about on page 17 as well, just the retention strategies. That was the other piece that was the change. And that was just changing some of the wording that we had put in your packet and being a bit more descriptive of the
of including the
strategies that we have.
DCAP, which is the District Curriculum Accommodation
Right.
Plan. We not only use a multi-tiered system of support, but we also use the District Curriculum Accommodation Plan to ensure retention. So we wanted to make sure we included all strategies.
And then, so those were the two pieces that were a little bit different than what you received. But I am more than happy to review anything from any of the pages if you have any questions.
So I think to summarize it all, we are proposing an admissions policy that includes weighted criteria, and those weighted criteria were provided to us by DESE, and there's no really room in revising those weighted criteria, but we're choosing to use the weighted criteria in our proposal. And as we said earlier, we are choosing to use the attendance, which is 27 unexcused absences, the discipline, which is no 37H, no 37H and a half, and it's student awareness,
Yes, it would be the
student
third.
interest, I'm sorry.
Right. And then it would be student interest, and we also would be using the awareness piece for the initial application.
So it's fair to say that this is going to fluctuate every year to year, right?
So the policy should be discussed and updated and submitted on a yearly basis, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we think it's gonna change much? No,
No.
not right now. It'll be the first year that we're implementing a lottery, so I'm sure it's not gonna change much. I'm sure that Desi is gonna wanna see it through a couple of years and then collect some data and make a decision to continue with the lottery or,
Yeah, the current criteria should stay a couple of years, right? In the event they want to
I'm just guesstimating. I can't predict what Desi will do, but right now we are, the regulations changed and we're asked to move to a lottery system, either that be a blind lottery or a weighted lottery, and we are proposing tonight in our admissions policy a weighted lottery.
Any other questions?
Any questions? So in your packet, in the admissions policy that you have in front of you, you have all our former criteria is removed, and with the new criteria of the weighted lottery added.
Mr. Chair, if
Looking
no,
for feedback or?
no, Mr. Chair, if nobody has any problems, I mean, we've beaten this horse dead. We've had subcommittee meetings, we've talked about this, multiple meetings. I'd like to make a motion to have a roll call. Anybody have any problems with just making the vote now? I mean, we've talked about this ad nauseum. Desi's sticking this down our throat, so lottery or no lottery. Just like to make call for a vote. If anybody wants to talk about it, I'll pull the motion back off.
I'll second it if no one else has got any questions.
I didn't quite hear it.
Just gonna make a motion to take the vote now, take the call.
Okay.
Unless
Take it
anybody
off.
has any more.
Unless anybody has any questions they really want to expound, because we've beaten this thing senseless.
Yep.
Mr. Lemay?
So the vote is to accept.
Vote, motion to approve the proposed admission policy? Mr. Lemay?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan?
Reluctantly, yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
No.
Mr. Kachan?
No.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
6-2, it passes.
Thank you.
Fucking kill vocational education.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate it. Thank you for all your hard work.
Report of the business manager? No. Old business? New business? No. Report of subcommittees? Motion to approve the minutes of the September 18th Policy Subcommittee.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Lemay?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Kachan?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thanks, everyone.
Mr. Lemay?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yep.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Mr. Narco?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Kachan?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.